Jeongrila. Hello everyone, welcome to my class. I'm your Korean instructor, Jeongrila, Jong. Did you take a vocabulary test? If you didn't, just take it before watching this class, okay? Good. And don't forget to practice the pronunciation and intonation. I want to trust you. Okay, then let's slip into our new class, shall we? If you get satisfied with my video, please subscribe and click like. Thank you. Okay, first, take out the storybook and a pen together. If you don't have the book, you can purchase it by clicking the link in the comments and the description section down here. Good. Now that you get ready, let's get started. Open the page 7. Okay, from the second sentence, right? 그러자 한 신하가 말했어요. Okay, 그러자. We learned this in the previous class. Yes. Upon that, right after that, right? Upon that, 한, one. 신하. 신하 is subordinate, right? So one of his subordinates. 말했어요. 말하다, to say. The past tense, 말했다, 말했어요. So, said. The meaning of this whole sentence. Upon that, one of his subordinates said, 왕이시여, 달을 가지는 것은 불가능합니다. Okay, first let's focus on blah blah 이시여. This is a postpositional particle and the original version is blah blah 이여 or blah blah 여. So when there is a 받침 like 이응 받침, in the case we say 이여, we just put 이여. Or when there is no 받침, in the case just 여. This is a postpositional particle for calling someone very politely. So actually, it is a kind of old style. Or you can just see this like in the poem or some lyrics like 그대여 아무 걱정하지 말아요 그대여. That 여 is 이여 or 여. Okay? Then what is 이시여? 이시여 is an honorific version for 이여 or 여. Okay, so 왕이시여, so it is like, oh, the king, oh, my king, that is 왕이시여, okay, 왕이시여. 달을 가지는 것은 불가능합니다. 블라블라 하는 것, 블라블라 하는 것, 블라블라 하기. Actually, this form is making verbs noun, okay, so 가지는 것, getting or having, okay, 가지다 is have or get. 가지는 것 is getting or having. Okay? 달을 가지는 것, getting the moon is 불가능합니다. 불가능하다. 불가능하다 is to be impossible. So, getting the moon is impossible. The meaning of this whole sentence, oh, my king, getting the moon is impossible. It's impossible to get the moon. 하지만 이런 법을 만들면 어떻겠습니까? 하지만 however, but 이런 법을 만들면 어떻겠습니까? 블라블라 하면 어떻겠습니까? 블라블라 하면 어떻겠습니까? 블라블라 하면 어떻겠습니까? That is how about ing. How about ing. So, how about 만들면 만들다 is make. So, how about making 법 is a law. Bob is a law. So how about making a law? 이런. 이런 is actually like this or just this sort of. Okay. So how about making a law like this? How about making a law like this? You can understand me, right? Good. In the next sentence, 왕이 관심을 보였어요. The king 보였어요. 보이다. 보이다 is actually show. 보였어요. Showed. So, 왕이, the king, showed what? 관심을. What is 관심? 관심 is interest. So, the king showed some interest. You can understand me, right? 왕이 관심을 보였어요. 말해보거라. Oh, 블라블라 거라, right? 블라블라 거라, we learned it. Yes, imperative sentence, but it's really old style, right? It isn't really old style. So, 말해보거라, 말하다 is say, right? Actually, blah blah 해보다 is actually to try ing, right? But in this case, just think of it like 말해라. So, like 말해보거라 is just say it. Just tell me. Okay? 말해보거라. 말해보거라. 신하가 다시 말했어요. His subordinate, so he 다시 말했어요. 말하다, so said, 말했다, said, right? Past tense. 다시, what is 다시? Yes, again. So he said again. His subordinate said again. You can understand me, right? Good. Then let's move to page 8. Turn a page. Okay, first sentence. 밤 하늘에 떠 있는 달은 오직 왕만이 바라볼 수 있다. First, I want to apologize to you because I made some typo. 밤 하늘. Actually, this is one word, so we have to remove the space, which means we have to put 하늘 right after 밤. So 밤하늘, okay? 밤하늘, 밤하늘. 밤하늘에 떠 있는 달은, so the moon in the night sky, right? 오직 왕만이, 오직 blah blah 만, that is only. So only the king, 왕 is the king, right? Only the king 리을 수 있다. Can. 바라보다. What is 바라보다? Look at, right? Look at or stare. So only the king can look at the moon in the night sky. So he's talking about the new law, right? 밤하늘에 떠 있는 달은 오직 왕만이 바라볼 수 있다. And the next thing, 왕을 제외한 자는 밤이 되면 모두 땅을 바라봐야 한다. First, 왕을 제외한 자. 자 is a person, but it has some condescending meaning, right? So anyway, person, 제외한, 왕을 제외한, this is except for the king. Except for the king. So 블라블라를 제외한. Except for blah blah. So except for the king. A person except for the king. 밤이 되면, 밤이 되다. 되다 is become. And blah blah 면 is like when or if. So in this case, just when. So when it becomes night, 모두 is all. So just think of it like all the people, okay? 모두 자, so all the people except for the king, when it becomes night, 땅을 바라봐야 한다. 블라블라야 한다 is have to or must. 바라보다 is look at. And what is 땅? 땅 is soil, ground, but in this case ground is proper, I think. So the meaning of this whole sentence is all the people except for the king have to look at the ground when it becomes night. You can understand me, right? Good. So bad law, right? Bad law. Anyway, 이를 어기는 자는 사형에 처한다. 와, 이를 어기는 자는 사형에 처한다. First, let's focus on the expression 블라블라에 처한다. The original version is 블라블라를 블라블라에 처한다. So, actually, 이를 어기는 자를 사형에 처한다. Okay? So, 는 is like 를 in this case. Okay? Anyway, 블라블라를 블라블라에 처한다. 블라블라를, that blabla is somebody, someone. And 블라블라에, in this case, we have to focus on the vocabulary 사형. What is 사형? 사형 is death penalty. So capital punishment. Some punishment. So 블라블라에, that blabla is some punishment. Okay? And 처한다. In this case, 처하다 is sentence. The verb sentence is like issue some penalty to somebody, right? So that sentence, okay? So the verb sentence. So 이를 어기는 자는 사형에 처한다. So sentence somebody into death penalty. But in English, we just say a person is sentenced to death, right? Sentenced to death, right? So is sentenced to death. That is 블라블라는 사형에 처한다. That blah blah, what blah blah? 이를 어기는 자. 자 is a person. 자 is a person. And 어기다. What is 어기다? 어기다 is to violate. So a person violating E. E is this. So a person violating this is sentenced to death. That is 이를 어기는 자는 사형에 처한다. You can understand me, right? Good. Then what people can be sentenced to death? Yes, those who look at night sky. So this is a really bad law, right? Anyway, 이를 어기는 자는 사형에 처한다. 그거 꽤 괜찮은 생각이로구나. Okay, 그거 is that. And 이로구나 is a very old style ending form. So just think of it like 이다. Okay? Anyway, that is, 꽤 is quite. 괜찮은 is good or fine. 생각, actually thought, however in this case just idea. Okay? So the meaning of this whole sentence is that is quite a good idea. That is quite a fine idea. You can understand me, right? Good. And 좋다. Okay. 바로 명령을 내려라. 바로 is right away. 명령을 내려라. This is an imperative form. So 명령을 내리다 is the base form. So 내리다, 명령을 내리다. Then what is the meaning of the 명령을 내리다? 명령을 내리다 is give an order or issue an order. Okay? So 명령을 내려라, issue the order or give the order 바로 right away. Okay? So the king said, give the order right away. So 명령 is command or order. Okay? So 명령을 내리다, give an order or issue an order. Okay? So 바로 명령을 내려라, give the order right away. You can understand me, right? Good. And the last sentence, 왕이 기뻐하며 손뼉을 쳤어요. First, the king, 왕 the king. 기뻐하다 is to be glad. So the king is glad like that. And 손뼉을 쳤어요. 손뼉을 치다 is an original version. First, let's translate it literally. So 손뼉 is actually clapping. Clapping is 손뼉. And 치다 is actually hit. So in this case, 손뼉을 치다 is to clap one's hand. So in this case, clap his hands. Okay? And you have to focus on 며, the conjugation process, 며. It means over two actions happen at the same time. So you can translate it like this. The king clapped his hands, being glad. Or the king clapped his hands with great joy. You can understand me, right? Good. From now on, repeat after me from the beginning to the end. Okay? Let's go. 그러자 한 신하가 말했어요. 왕이시여, 달을 가지는 것은 불가능합니다. 하지만 이런 법을 만들면 어떻겠습니까? 왕이 관심을 보였어요. 말해 보거라. 신하가 다시 말했어요. 밤하늘에 떠 있는 달은 오직 왕만이 바라볼 수 있다. 왕을 제외한 자는 밤이 되면 모두 땅을 바라봐야 한다. 이를 어기는 자는 사형에 처한다. 그거 꽤 괜찮은 생각이로구나. 좋다. 바로 명령을 내려라. 왕이 기뻐하며 손뼉을 쳤어요. Well done! How was our class today? You think the king needs the hospital, right? I hope you want to know about the next story. Okay, well, after the class, you should review what we learned today right away so that you can catch the meaning and vocabulary. The test is going to be on Thursday as usual. Okay? Good. Then, enjoy your day and see you next time. Bye-bye!